Hey Pisces Starseeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. As always, all right, let's begin. Okay, let's see what messages are out there for you today. Come on. I was feeling, to let you guys know that, during this crazy time where there's so many unknowns, it feels good to have a routine. So if you've kind of been feeling a little bit lost, maybe find a routine for you, where you do certain things at the same time every day, and see if that makes you feel a little bit more grounded. Especially if it has to do with exercise, walking, working out, things like that. Not all these. How about one more, please? Okay. All right, so the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Okay, that can be difficult sometimes. Raise this up. Sorry. Okay, that can be difficult. Sudden change that you have no control over. But we've got strength underneath it. So you can handle it, whatever it is that comes your way. It's meant to be with the Two of Cups and then also the Sun. So it could be in relation to some kind of relationship, that you thought was a certain way and you're finding out that it's not. But know that it's always for the best. Okay? It's always a blessing for you to find out truths, right? Excuse me. Okay. So, the three cards that we have today are the Eight of Shells, the Ten of Shells, and the King of Feathers. So, King of Feathers, logic, truth, justice, all of those things that are intellectual facts, right? So you might find out some facts that, you're not happy about, let's say, or a bit shocking. But you know what? When you know the truth, you can take steps. You can determine if you want to still go down that path or if you want to change directions. Okay, so it's always a blessing, even if it may be difficult. And with the Sun card here, it's showing you a positive direction. Your little guides and messengers are protecting you, getting things out of your way that maybe you didn't see or maybe you were holding on to. And, it takes courage to choose. It takes courage to see things as they are. Okay, so it could be, you thought a relationship was a certain way, friendship, romance, otherwise, and then you find out that it's not. So that's okay. The Eight of Shells, moving away from things that bring you emotional disappointment. So maybe you were in a situation where you always gave, and now you're realizing that it was a one-way street. You know, with the 10 of shells, which is the 10 of cups, you're realizing that, you know, this old cycle's over and you're ready to go after your own emotional fulfillment. And that you wouldn't have been able to do that had you not known these truths. Okay, so let's dig in a little bit more. Into this 10 of shells energy as King of Feathers. 10 of shells, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, so the Page of Swords, again, another truth. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Death card, okay? So this can be work-related or something that you've put a lot of work into, a relationship that you've put a lot of work into, and you're seeing it as it is. You know, maybe you've been keeping your eye on someone and you're finding something out. This Empress energy, it can be wonderful, but it also can be deceiving. Someone who you thought was the Empress in your life, but is not. All right, pretty clear. I feel like this may be a specific message for someone, but we'll see. Okay, King of Feathers. Let's talk about the King of Feathers a little bit more. This logic, this justice, this truth, this intellect, these facts. Two of Wands. Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely, bottom of the deck, the Magician. There's some kind of, you know, manipulation, you know, sneakiness. With 2 sevens. This is divinely guided to get this out of your way. You don't want to be living in these energies for very long. It doesn't feel good to have to be defensive, to have to be worried, you know, that there's someone that's not being truthful. And when these truths come out, you're able to decide, okay, which way do I want to go? Do I want to stay in this old way, or do I want to go out onto something new? You know, these new horizons. The world is your oyster. You know, making a decision to take action. Not just being complacent and, you know, having your head buried in the sand about things you probably felt, had a feeling about, you know, with that Pisces intuition. Sanctuary. So it might be a good time to take time for yourself. This, you know, reminds me of the Hermit card. So take some time, you know, think about your options. And you know, these hidden things, these unknown facts, they may not be that detrimental it's just you need to know. You know, maybe someone was hiding something from you and it was like, what? Why? Like, why didn't you just tell me? Okay, so trust and kindred spirits. So with the Two of Cups here, you know, this is a relationship where you felt connected to someone. And you know that feeling. You know, sometimes it's like, regardless of whatever happens, you know that someone will always be in your life. And, you know, and that's okay. So trust the process. Feel what you need to feel. Feel what you need to feel. You know, you don't need to be defensive. You don't need to, you know, sneak around yourself. Spy yourself. Just ask. 11:11 on the clock. And you know what? When you know, you'll feel better. Because Pisces, we have these fantastic imaginations, right? And we can dream up all kinds of stuff about people that may not be true. And you know what? Just ask. Be like, hey, there's been something on my mind. I would really like to know if it's real. You know, and when you do that, you find things out and you feel better. Whatever the, you know, whatever the truth is or the outcome is, you're like, okay, well, at least I know. I know for me, that's something that's really hard. You know, when you have really strong intuition, it can be difficult. You know, so, you know, there's a lot of really positive cards that are here on this spread. We have the Sun, the Ten of Shells, the Empress, the Two of Shells, Strength. So all of the things that might be a little bit dicey, they're smaller cards, minor arcana. So, you know, just little annoyances. But overall, you know, it's a really divinely guided and powerful in a positive way reading. So look, we've got past life relationship and chemistry. So again, with the kindred spirits, past life, chemistry, you know, there's a situation here there's this familiarity. You've been in this situation before. And this is your opportunity to, you know, change it for the better. Set it off in a new direction. You know, rather than repeating the cycles that might be hurtful to you because of these unknown things, you can just set the record straight and be like, okay, hey, this is how I feel. How do you feel? Or this is where I was thinking, you know, this relationship was going. Is that how you think? You know, it's just that open communication and dialogue. And, you know, when everyone's on the same page, it just feels better. So I feel like, you know, the universe is just guiding you to have these conversations, even though they might be difficult, and you know, bring about a big change. But I feel like it will be something positive. You know, the fear, the unknown, that shadow, it's always bigger and scarier than what it really is once we turn that light switch on and get that clarity. So don't worry, my loves, it'll be okay. So just trust yourself. you know, over these next few days, few weeks, just take some time and, you know, see how you feel and, you know, have these conversations. And they don't have to be big, like, oh my God, we've got to talk. It can be something kind of casual, like you're talking to a friend. All right, so take care. I love you, and I'll see you again. Thank you. Bye.